Talking with Words.
Welcome back to Talking with Words. You're here with Rob.
I'm back, Sally.
Cameron.
Alan.
James.
And Ryan.
Cameron's drunk.
Are we down a chair? Hey, tonight we're going to watch Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. This is a 2006 non-rated trauma
that
film.
bad?
Or good.
It's that good.
Since you're probably not familiar with the movie, it's described as zombified chickens attempt to kill the fast food workers that cook them in a restaurant built on an ancient burial ground. So it's exactly what you figured it would be.
Sounds fitting.
Until you watch it, because
Deserved.
Jesus.
I feel like I should have been wearing my Elvira shirt for this.
That would be appropriate.
Go ahead and tell who's in it, and then I'll tell
These are not
anybody.
name actors that you're going to know. I mean, you're going to know Lloyd Kaufman and Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's that.
Oh, Ron
That's
Jeremy.
that penis dude.
Ba-Kawk!
You are correct. Because
Because
it's all coming back.
to me now. Okay, so the Parents Guide. This is kind of ironic. To me. Ironic, I think, is the word, because it's not rated. However, when you look at the Parents Guide, sex and nudity is severe.
Hell yeah.
Violence and gore is severe.
Ooh.
Profanity is severe.
Alky.
Speaking of,
Alcohol, drugs, and smoking is mild. And in oh my heavens, frightening and intense scenes is moderate.
that was funny.
Moderation is important.
I find it ironic that it's not rated. Would it be ironic?
Well, it's probably just chickens.
Calm
without
down
Isn't
there,
it
Alanis
ironic?
Morissette.
Don't you think?
No, it's not.
They were too chicken to rate it.
Or if that's why it's not rated.
Why
Yeah.
did the chicken cross the road? Because.
Okay, it got funny again.
See, he thinks it's funny too. I think it's really funny.
He's clearly lying to you.
It's not. We just have a good sense of humor.
This movie,
It's horrible. I've seen it.
It's stellar.
I'm watching it for the third time, I think.
Yep.
He made me watch it.
This was one of the movies that was on the original Netflix streaming list, if that tells you anything.
Wow.
You know, when they had just the
When you got your
Low-
DVDs in the mail,
low budget, yeah.
They're like, hey, we want to stream. Here's some crap.
Yep.
You don't want to wait for your DVD in the mail for a week.
I said something about it to my friend. He watched it at he works at a fire station in Springdale. He said they watched it the next day. He's like, watch it immediately.
The beginning of all cinematic universes was Netflix.
So how have you not done a pod yet?
well, you see what had happened was
Because we watched it. Well, I watched it before the podcast was even a thing. Back in the day, every Sunday night, Rob used to have a couple people over to watch B movies. That's where Rubber came into, and we watched this.
And the movie Rubber.
The
Yes.
movie Rubber. It's the worst movie ever in life. And we
False.
watched this at Thanksgiving.
Ghost of
Bold
Mars
statement.
should take that one.
It was awful.
Also,
Not worse than Rubber, though. The movie.
this is actually the first pod we ever did,
yeah.
but it did not get released because it was really rocky.
Yeah.
Put some
Wow.
of that in this one.
Nostalgic.
Was it me, you, and David?
Yeah.
Was anybody else here?
Well, those are 3 all-stars. How could it be so bad?
I can't imagine anybody else watching it
That's
as,
fair.
as the flagship movie
Did you see?
And still being here.
and still being here. Yeah.
Sally, you know the answer
I
to your
know.
own question.
I made
That's
it.
why I'm like,
I've never even heard of
Cameron's
it.
gonna hate it.
Anybody else than that through that core group
Actually
there at
not.
the beginning.
Touche.
That was on purpose. We knew what we were doing.
Uh,
This,
weed them out.
yeah. This is an insane movie that incorporates so many weird things, and we're gonna watch it so these guys can talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All
Let's
right.
watch some Lloyd Kaufman goodness.
What'd you guys think?
I don't know what that was, but it was the best version of it that I could possibly imagine.
I'm going to quote you on that. That's
Please
a good
do.
line.
Please do.
Alan, Cameron, this is your first viewing. I heard you back there chatting.
I
Yeah, that's what I figured you'd say.
I knew what was going to happen before it was going to happen, but I was still shocked that it happened.
If you predicted that whole movie, I'm very impressed.
Welcome to
Well,
Tromaville.
Yeah. I mean, I immediately, when I saw the Toxic Vendor T-shirt, I'm like, oh, yes,
Yep.
this is, and I was sitting there trying to remember what his name was. I'm like, it's this guy.
Which Lloyd Kaufman played old Arby.
Arby, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's I don't know. I mean, I pride myself on figuring out plot lines before them happen. But
They
the
have to have
sad
a
thing,
plot, though.
Well, you have to have a plot, and I think that's what threw me is there's no plot. But
It
I
was all
picked out
side
the
quests.
plot, but I was still shocked when it happened, and I expected it to happen.
I think
But still
the
shocked.
I think the musical aspect kept you from connecting the plot.
Yeah, I forgot it was a musical.
I did not.
I did not see that coming or clucking.
Oh, I like that. So I'm going to try and explain this so that you know what we're talking about as we go on, but it's so insane. This movie starts off, when we'll get into the other pieces, because a lot of it's just like shots it looked like he wanted to do. So it didn't really matter if it fit with where it was or not. He just wanted to do that shot. Like the Arby getting the egg and the little girl was in the corner. Shit like that. We'll explain later. The whole point is a chicken KFC ripoff store is opening, and people don't want it to open on top of a Indian burial ground.
Yeah, I mean the whole plot line just builds off that. It's like chicken chain built on Indian burial ground.
Get it right. It's American Chicken Bunker.
Yeah, American
chicken
Bunker.
bunker.
Chicken Bunker.
And they hadn't had any issues since '84 when those teens got decapitated.
Yeah.
So,
And the subtext of the whole them being protesting the chicken store goes political, sexual, religious, anything
Corporate
else.
lambastic.
Yeah, and it will put them against each other and then turn it around and do it the other way, just to make a point of some kind.
Could you recap us the names of the characters real quick on that note?
I thought Arby was such a stupid name at the beginning. I'm like, who the fuck is named Arby?
And then you saw all the other names.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
We had Wendy, we had
Din-
Carl Jr.
Taco Bell.
Denny,
and Hummus.
What? But how
Daisy.
did hummus fit
Mickey,
in? Oh yeah, Mickey.
There's
for
no time to
Mickey
explain right now. Let's go.
Just follow me.
Carl Jr.
Carl Jr.
Carl
yeah.
Jr.
Carl Jr. Oh, and the owner of Chicken Bunker looked like the Colonel.
He
was
did
yeah,
look
just-
like the
He
Colonel.
looked like
costumed
meth head
as
Colonel
the
Sanders.
Colonel.
He was the general.
He was like a WWE Colonel.
Yeah.
with a Nazi hat.
And a Clancy Brown smile.
Yep.
Just those big teeth.
And a stellar corporate ethos.
And the only one that could sing.
Well,
Oh, they all sang.
I was just seeing
me
where we're at.
Let me just point that out. They all could sing.
I remember
and
when
they
the
all
first
did.
song played, I'm like, what the hell is this?
It took me right back to Rocky Horror,
Oh my god.
but a
Yeah.
more horrific version.
Yeah, Rocky KFC horror.
Yeah.
And
That's what happens when you order it from Temu.
After the first number was the second number.
Yeah, when they were going with songs, they just went with it. And then you'd have a few minutes without anything, and you'd forget for a second. Then you'd go, oh, God damn it. All right. Guess we're going with another song to explain this 2-sentence conversation they have to have. Go get the mop. Okay. Is a 3-minute musical piece. I got to give them credit.
I think the runtime would have been 1 hour without the music.
Oh, less than
Probably.
that.
It definitely filled some space. What was the runtime on that? I couldn't
Hour
stop
46.
watching. It felt a little longer than 146, to be honest.
Or
But
140 maybe.
it felt like could have been 215. But yeah, there was a lot going on, and
Very
just one
specific.
song number after another, and I completely against Alan. It was not predictable. I didn't predict any of that happening next. I mean, you might think that something's going to happen, but how it happened, not predictable.
Alan was right on everyone he called out. So
Well, and was it James? You called that he was the future him, like immediately.
Almost immediately, because they were, what was the
Counter girl?
Counter Girl.
outfit
Well,
for
they
both
had
of
the
them.
same name tag.
By the time we got the same
Yeah.
name tag, and those were obvious starts, and then they revealed the butt cheek with the same tattoo. It's like it's future Arby.
Yeah, Arby's stupidity didn't change the entire movie.
But his love for his girlfriend and his girlfriend's girlfriend was true.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's done.
Ice machine.
That was a sign.
So, let's talk about the opening scene real quick because it's
In the graveyard.
insane, but it establishes exactly what you're going to be watching for the next hour 40.
If
Oh
you
my
stayed
God.
past that opening scene, you deserved what you got.
I watched that and I
Laughing-
was in.
laughing in it.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's so bonkers.
Do you see what he has in his hand? Yes, an axe. No, the other hand.
Oh.
And the butt plug, the
The finger.
The hands coming out of the ground,
The
the
zombie
zombie
hands.
hands.
Set it up for us, Rob. Go through it all.
He's
it's okay. It's dark in the park, in the graveyard,
Point it out for us.
and they're banging. But the very opening line, I think, is "You dry hump better than anyone else in school." I think that's the opening line of this movie.
well, yeah, because the gravestone was blocking the shot,
yeah.
and I was like, oh, this is like okay, this is all the '80s movies. The teenagers are having sex and they're about to get murdered, but that did not happen. And they come around the headstone, and you realize, and they're delivering the line about dry humping as they're coming around the headstone.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, it really is a teenager.
Oh man.
It's a very early teenage scene.
And then they start getting after it, and hands, for some reason, come out of the ground.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a burial ground and chickens, I mean, they weren't chicken claws or scratchers.
Well, that was-
pre or
I
mean-
post tit jiggle.
That was posts. No, it was about the same time because they sat up.
I love
Adjacent?
The changing of the bra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Even I was sitting there going, that doesn't unhook from the front. That's a back bra.
Just kept jiggling.
Even Alan knew that.
Yes.
Well, that shot was, I mean, it was nothing. It was a bra ad shot. And he's just jiggling. There's a lot of that in this.
Just like out cold.
Yeah, yeah.
Just jiggle it.
Which, now that I think about it, you said the chicken
Jiggle it
thing.
Just a
Chickens
little
wouldn't
bit.
be, if that was them desecrating Holy Land or whatever, then them banging would cause a response from the dead. Like the chicken place desecrated it, so that I'm getting too far into it. Okay. One of the zombies puts his finger in his ass and it breaks off. That's what this movie is.
But Arby remembered it fondly and carried that keepsake with him to his next job.
And Alan, what did he
yeah.
do with it as soon as he pulled it out of himself?
Oh, he sniffed it.
I could hear Alan back there go, ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, they definitely did that kind of humor multiple times through the show.
The fart.
How did that make you feel, James?
Uncomfortable as always.
You smell that? That's a man.
You smell that?
Oh, man.
You dropped the line on me. Yeah, Doofy says, you smell that? And he goes,
my ass.
what's that? Math.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Where do we want to go from here?
Where?
Like,
Where? You can pick any
Let's start in the
direction.
kitchen.
There's only 4 cardinal directions, and you can go 8.
Well, okay, so his girlfriend ran off from the graveyard, leaving Arby with, his finger memento. And the next time they're reunited is in the parking lot as they're both going to a protest, but then he counter-protests the protest after she rubs his face in it with her lesbian girlfriend and decides to get hired on as revenge against her, the clams.
Yes. And within that little thing happening, there were 3 different music numbers. One, like, Showtime porn version.
That was the first.
And then
I think that was the first musical number.
No.
When they were protesting.
Was it?
Yeah,
that was the first one. Yeah.
Yep.
And then you had the one where they're in the bedroom, and then you have the one where they're in front of the cash register, and he's fucking it apparently.
Mm.
It was just 2 different parts of the same dream.
Mm.
It's cash money.
Yes.
Because when he comes to, everybody's staring at him, and he's...
Moist nightmares.
Yeah, that was an extended dream sequence.
That's him right there. He had himself up in it.
Ryan, how many times have you seen this?
3 or 4.
You are a sick bastard. I'm just going to say.
Yep.
No wonder you keep asking for the change. I want it all in quarters. Quarters.
All right. So he gets the job immediately from the manager, Denny. And we meet the rest of the food name people.
Food crew.
Well,
Yeah. The dish boy, the fry cook.
Paco
Yeah.
and Hummus,
Not really sure what she did.
I don't know what what her job was.
She was always in trouble in the corner.
Yeah.
Or on her prayer rug.
They never really fully explained that character, but
No.
they definitely used it to their advantage multiple times.
And she wore a full hijab,
Mm-hmm.
so you couldn't see any of her body. And it was just her eyes the entire movie except for the very end. And they ADR'd almost every time the camera went to her, they ADR'd the same, huh?
Yeah, they did.
It was just the same one. They just used it.
I hated that so much.
But her eyes did a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it every time they put it on screen. I mean, honestly, that was the appropriate reaction for so much going on in this film. Ooh.
And there were a bunch of 9/11 jokes and terrorism jokes with her.
Yeah, so what year was this again? It was like 2006-ish?
6 was the original release, Ryan? Yeah.
Yes. That's correct.
So it was a different political climate. The hummus/hummus joke doesn't play as well this year.
No, not so much.
But I see where they were.
They were not
and I'm
politically
allowing
correct.
for it.
Yeah, and he's never been politically correct with any of his stuff.
No. They were
He's still working on the first question.
oh my God. Yeah. I mean, it is so politically incorrect that I have a problem trying to repeat some of these things.
Yeah,
Well, you
there's
can't
a lot of
repeat it
this-
all now.
There's a lot of this that I would have to bleep out.
I
You
liked
don't have to, we will.
I liked how they used Hummus's praying, as an excuse for her not to be watching, as Paco
Oh.
was ejaculating
inseminating.
into the
I would
fried
say
chicken.
inseminating the chicken.
Same difference.
And then said, "Hey, there's other directions you can face." And then
Oh, to her, yeah.
She was making him uncomfortable.
Yes, and it's
As he
like
jerked off into
She was making him uncomfortable.
a bone grinder in the open kitchen of a chicken restaurant. Like you could see the dining room from there. That was my favorite part.
It was all beaks and feet.
The DoorDash guy would come in like see it, get the food, and be like, "That's not my fucking mine."
That's
Huh?
not mine.
Okay, I did.
I get the tip up front.
Full disclosure. I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I couldn't read the boxes. What were the labels saying
Oh
on those
my God.
boxes?
One did say Vietnamese children.
Yeah.
Vietnamese children.
Why would they label it
Beaks-
truthfully? That's the
beaks
weird
and
part.
feet.
Beaks and feet.
Agent Orange.
No, yeah, Agent Orange Chicken.
Agent Orange Chicken. And there was one
There
other.
was one. Yeah, there was one.
There was
more.
a muffin or something, a German.
Oh yeah, the German Luftwaffe, which made me think of, are they making fun of like the air biscuit? Air biscuit Luftwaffe.
No, I think they were just making a German
I still don't know
war
what you're talking
reference.
about.
You know, an air biscuit,
A fart.
a fart. But
That's a new one
so
for
in
me.
the German, you never heard of an air
Alan
biscuit?
got Alan got 2 jokes for the price of 1 on that one.
Yeah, so I'm like going, oh, Luftwaffe. It's like a German fart. You know, the Luftwaffe.
Oh,
the
man.
air,
It's-
the air biscuit.
It's just a plain
gotta be.
food joke if it's the
Why
Luftwaffe.
would you be? What else would you have a Luftwaffe?
It's an inappropriate reference tied to food and in a restaurant.
Like an air biscuit.
Well, that takes us back to Jared.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, Jared. Oh.
Finally.
Oh.
That's a perfect segue.
Oh.
Speaking of farts.
Oh.
So this, I think this is kind of when the movie starts for me. Because we established everything, and now we're like, okay, we're going to do the weird horror shit. We're going to start that. And just the body, nasty. It's so gross.
And it made me think of every Taco Bell I've ever had to go in the bathroom.
It tasted the same.
Poor Jared. He needed a lot more Lizzo.
So
He ate while he shat.
it just starts off with, again, RB being an idiot, and the guy has a name tag that says, my name is Jared, and he assumes that he's from Subway,
He lost all that weight
they're
eating submarine sandwiches.
making the Subway joke. That's
and he's 350 pounds.
yeah. This is an
But he lost weight.
He lost all that
this
weight.
is an elderly man, very large.
What he reminded me of was Newman from Seinfeld.
I can see that.
A very unhealthy Newman.
Yes.
I got like Peter Griffin vibes,
Yes.
Yeah.
minus the accent.
It's Grandpa Griffin.
Lois.
And which part does he eat? Does he eat the?
He eats the egg.
He ate an egg.
That's what
He
it
ate the
is.
egg.
That was the
What
first,
was
the veiny, pulsating green egg.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that came out of Paco's
Wasn't that
corpse.
Don't skimp on the potatoes or the gravy or
The
what-
gravy.
The gravy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the egg was covered in gravy, and so was Jared.
Yeah. What happened next?
So almost immediately when he devours this egg, he feels the need to shit.
And while he shits, he continues to devour his bucket of chicken.
He takes his food to the toilet.
He does. He takes his whole tray with him.
That's dedication. I mean,
But
Not since Mean Girls have we seen such an egregious amount of eating in a bathroom.
He likes to multitask.
Cue cricket sound effect.
yeah, I've got a lot of jokes for that, but I'm gonna save them. James, you enjoyed the next part the most, I think.
Which part? The as he exploded in the bathroom.
Just him going to the bathroom first.
It was very uncomfortable to watch.
What did you see first?
The ass cheek shot
Yeah.
through
Yeah,
the
you did.
bottom from as seen from the water side of the toilet bowl.
It's the only way to do it.
The
I
hidden
get
cam.
I get that was fun for them to make. It was not fun for me to watch.
They gave you a censored bar a little bit.
I'm proud of them for that.
giggity. Giggity.
But that's how far the bar's been lowered that I'm going to have to say I'm proud of them for covering up part of it.
Giggity. 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 Giggity.
And it was also this also helped us establish what happens to gas station bathrooms, Taco Bell bathrooms, since the man falls forward and shits his entire body out, literally,
And then sheds his own skin.
and sheds his skin,
And then he walks out, wow, I lost so much weight.
and does the Jared.
Yeah,
Yeah, and what happened to him after that?
He ran away.
He just
he ran away. He lost weight and ran away.
That's a miss here. We should have seen Skinny Jared one more time.
everybody else that ate something weird.
I agree.
There
turned
was a
into
lot
chicken.
going on. I'm not guaranteeing we didn't see him again. He just might have turned
He
into
could
a
have been in
chicken.
the crowd.
You know, everyone later on was covered in chicken gear, so he might have been there and just sprouted a beak and wings later.
That's true.
Well, I like the one when they really started going into eating. It's like they're like rips off the lady's face, and they're like, "Oh, I know this is unhealthy, but I really love the skins."
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I immediately went to that. It's like, "Oh, the chicken skins. Everybody wants that."
That was a chicken joke that
That's the
should
best piece.
happen.
Jesus. And at the time, they have transformed to look like chicken zombies people. humanoid chicken zombies.
Little tar,
Which-
little feathers, good to go.
Kind of reminded me of the
Ugh.
chicken lady from Kids in the Hall,
I
but
was
that's an
going to
old
say that's
reference.
the same thing.
Yeah, I
yes.
can see that.
Cameron, do you remember Chicken Lady from?
I have no idea what you're talking
Kids
about.
in the Hall.
Oh, guess what we're doing after the pod?
But they have a montage, one of like 2 or 3, and it's just jokes about either chickens killing people or Indians killing people. Because you were having not the Mohawks, what were they calling them?
Come on, Ryan.
What? Trauma
Trouble
balls?
Hawks, what was it?
It's
Oh,
the name
yeah.
of the city. That
Trauma
they-
Hawks.
Trauma
Yeah.
Hawk. Trauma Hawks.
Yes. And they were from Tromaville.
Yeah.
And they were just
All
Cutting
these
out people's
instances
spines
take
and-
place in Traumaville.
scalping people.
Taking trophies.
Which one? Oh,
Just like the Aldo the Apaches team in Inglorious Bastards.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Everybody owes 100 scalps.
I'll
So,
take 3.
so Jared was
Extra
the
crispy
star,
or regular?
to your point, Rob. And then they go full throttle.
Yeah.
Paco was next, right? Because one person kind of died in the bathroom.
Paco
Or
was the
rebirthed.
first.
He was reborn.
Jared was first, was he not?
Jared ate
That-
Paco's egg.
Yeah, but he didn't die.
Who?
I think Paco was the first one to die
Right. So, but
in the
was,
restaurant.
To die.
Yeah, he went
Yeah.
through the meat grinder.
Yeah.
And then after Paco was what's the high school friend's name? The hillbilly guy.
Oh,
Carl Jr.
Carl Jr.?
Yeah.
Carl Jr.
And
Yeah.
again, this is where we're starting to
Yeah.
rev up pretty hard here. Who wants to take us through Carl Jr.? Not me.
excuse me, chicken fucker.
Yes, chicken fucker.
Yeah, he did do that.
It
He
makes
sodomized the chicken.
And he had a great time with it. This guy, also the
No
entire
teeth.
time,
No teeth.
is like his ass is hanging out. He's got the like muffin top thing,
Yeah.
but he's like displaying it to the best of his ability.
As James said, oh, that's like the perfect, what do you call that, the waistline
He's
or
established
something?
his waistline or something.
Yeah.
Oh, at least he learned to wear his pants at his natural waistline.
Oh, yeah, natural waistline.
That's what that is. And then he finds a raw chicken that I
Was it?
think
Yes.
I think he was. It
Oh,
was.
he liked it.
Paco's-
He liked it raw.
Is that the chicken they pulled off holding onto the switch
Well,
for Paco's?
yeah.
Use protection.
He did use
Yeah,
protection.
yeah,
I mean, he
that's
Pulled
saved
it up
it.
from behind the ear and went,
Well, you know,
well, not that, but anyway.
don't allow it.
something like that.
He kept it like a used piece of gum behind his ear.
Yeah, just in
It's like
case.
gross.
Always got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Man,
Well, the thing is, it wasn't even a new one. It was a used one.
Oh yeah.
that shit costs money.
I just,
So how does this happen? Walk us through.
What? How does it happen, Cameron?
I can't remember exactly. All I remember is the chicken fucking turning into somehow hummus shoving the
the broomstick.
broomstick
Well,
through
you
his
know,
brown eye.
clearly Carl
through
did not
his
have.
dick.
Yeah.
Clearly
Now his
Carl
dick
did not have a
head is
girlfriend,
on
so
top of
The
broomstick.
bird penis was coming out.
It was from
And she was
banging
trying
that
to
raw
beat it.
chicken.
this
Yeah.
is why you.
And when he turned around, she got the wrong impression and went with it.
Well, they thought she killed him.
I
Well,
think
yeah.
he died happy.
Yeah.
He was getting it from the front and the back.
There he was, and his
He
Went all
came
the way
back
through.
for more. I know that much.
The moral of the story is make sure your chicken is well cooked.
before.
Thank you, Dahmer.
Yeah.
Penile salmonella.
Yeah. Sometimes pink is not good.
But for the rest
Oh,
of the movie,
yes.
he's
Yes,
walking
indeed.
around
That's the
with
lesson
that
we should all take away.
broomstick dickhead.
Yes.
Yeah, it stays sticking out of him, and he's supposed to be dead. He's not.
But he's not. And then he comes up. What was the line? It's like, oh, look at that wood or something.
Yeah, he's
Is-
marveling at
oh.
the broomstick, and the tip of his penis
Penis.
is stuck to the tip of the broomstick
Yes.
just for that little added flavor.
And it's not the last time we see it.
No, not even close.
Then it gets, yeah.
No, this is because he comes out there spraying he's spraying blood everywhere from his dick, and that's what gets all over the chicken. And here's where we hand him out. Right after this, the general comes in. Give out free chicken. We're not going to bother with anything else.
Go ahead and sing for us.
Well, him giving out free chicken led to the lesbian girlfriend's defection because all of a sudden she loved the chicken.
The big twist in the movie.
Yeah, the big twist, is that what it was?
It's like, are you dicking for some chicken?
I was trying to remember the words.
I have no idea what the words. I'm just making them up now.
I mean, you could sing pretty much anything. It would work.
Did you write this?
But all the chickens also, the pieces of fried chicken have green pustules on them.
Oh, yeah, the flavor nodules.
Flavor pods.
Flavor pods.
Flavor
Yeah,
pods.
because he's being challenged to eat his own chicken in front of the media to defend against the protesters. So, he
the
immediately
Klan
describes
protesters.
the pulsing pustules of green as flavor pockets, and then he eats one and declares it, that's good.
And then immediately has to go shit.
Yeah, pretty quick. Yeah, he had to run back inside, as is expected.
As is expected. What did he say? Oh. This is after this, they find him with the other girl.
Mickey.
Because she was working with him the whole time.
Oh, the
restaurant
diaper.
owner.
Yes.
And he's doing the baby sex stuff out of nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
He's dressed like a baby, and she's dressed
The
There's
diaper
baby powder
fetish.
everywhere.
in fast food stuffs, like to-go boxes.
You say out of nowhere, like
No, they
all
were
of these
baby white
scenes aren't
boxes,
out of
but they had
nowhere.
like
That's fair. That's fair.
they were baby white boxes made
is that
into a
what they were?
bikini with chicken wings in them.
Well, but that did
You open
come
it up,
okay.
it's
out of
nipples and
left
chicken
field.
wings.
There was no reason to introduce a diaper fetish sex scene in
Why
the middle of everything else going on.
But we
Why
got
would
the
you
time.
not?
I would say there wasn't
I'm
not a reason.
I'm not angry about
They are
it.
taking
but-
full advantage of their wardrobe there.
But that's an example of how you couldn't have predicted that. Alan, you did not predict there was going to be a diaper sex scene in the middle of this.
No, but I am working to figure out how that fits into the movie theme. Just give me 5
We'll
minutes.
see you on the other side.
It fits in because it was entertaining.
They were
Yeah.
powdering him just like they were putting the chicken in the fry batter.
No, he's the colonel.
Was the
the
colonel
general.
known for a diaper fetish?
Oh, we have the general. Are there any like fast foods that deal with babies?
I don't think that's a thing.
Not yet.
Talk to me after this.
Hold
I've got
on,
an
hold
idea.
on.
Soylent Green.
It's people.
I'm headed to Sonic.
It's babies.
I'll get some.
You
I will
work
have
on
something.
that.
I'm working on that. The
Please
gears
don't.
are turning. The gears are turning.
Please don't ever work on this.
I will get you.
I don't want you
At
to get
some
there.
point-
You're gonna have to watch it again.
No.
To
I hope he wakes you up at 3
don't-
and you're like, James, I got it.
Holy shit.
Well, today or tonight or whenever it was at Dose, I remember from yesterday when we were talking.
Go.
I'm like going, I can't remember now, but
Oh, okay, good.
there's always gears.
I guess we'll never know.
No. Yeah, I'll wake in and then like text everybody. This is it. This is it.
Everybody
Brain doesn't stop.
Half the group will still be awake.
I'm
true.
I'm still turning on babies here.
Dude, don't say that shit out loud. Being recorded, man. You work on babies. Ugh.
No. Phrasing. Are we not phrasing anymore?
I guess we can. Ugh. All right, what the fuck are we talking about?
Do not say babies.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks, James. Well, this went better than I thought it was going to go. My whole point of him doing the baby thing in the office is it had my favorite line in the movie. I'm trying to get back on track. Don't fucking start, Alan.
No, I'm listening
Okay.
because it might trigger something.
I was waiting for more babiness.
Afraid.
He's talking to him and he's I'm gonna fuck it up.
Oh,
And then
yes.
sometimes we got to take it in the dumper. Sometimes, kid.
Oh, there's your baby
Oh
reference.
shit!
There's your baby reference. Where are you going to dump that baby you don't want? In the dumpster.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I
Have you not been to prom and had a dumpster baby?
No, man.
wait. Have you?
Well, how many proms have you been to?
No.
What just happened? And that's my next favorite line in this movie.
Shit. I will find a connection.
See, you made Alan cry.
Alan broke himself.
I will find the connection. Dumpster babies.
Poultrygeist, watch it. Oh God. Okay, what happened? That was the next line I was going to say, because that's my next favorite one, and it's only because when they're all coming in from outside and the zombies raid, that one kid in the wheelchair comes up, and the lady goes, "What happened?" This kid is paraplegic, and his arms are just kind of out at his sides all the time anyway.
Atrophied or whatever.
Yeah, and so she goes, "What happened?" And he just looked at her and then just started driving forward. It was so fucking awesome.
The one hand that was driving also had like a chicken wing, didn't it?
I'm sure
Yeah.
it did.
She was the kid in the wheelchair definitely was eating chicken and ignoring her as he ate the chicken and powered forward.
Priorities, man.
Yeah, that was equal opportunity. You know,
And we were the whole time we're like, what is, this kid's in the front of every shot. And they're like, this is why we're gonna bring him out now. Oh God, somebody else. Where are we?
so many people felt
they're
represented. I'm happy for them.
Yeah, pretty much
Wait.
everybody they could fit in this thing.
So now we're getting into
are we at the firearm scene?
transforming of the general into Ba-Kawk. And then the fireside story with Denny and everyone else.
Oh yeah.
Is that not where we are? Is Ba-Kawk the way to describe the general?
I like that because we have multiple of the full chicken being creatures, the elites. Let's call them that, because you have the general. Denny is old Arby turned into one. Or is he just a
not
zombie?
A
yet.
little bit later.
Yeah, later.
Once his nose got taken off,
Yeah, after the
That's
firearm
right.
scene.
That's right.
then it came out into a beak, and then he fully transformed.
So the general.
I think they prefer transition.
Mm. However they prefer.
This is all so muddled in my brain.
Because everything goes
Yeah.
so fast and hard.
It
Hard and
did. It
fast.
did indeed. And often soft and wet in this movie.
Lots
lot
of
of-
goo.
A lot of plopping.
Did Hummus? She had to step up and take on the general, right? Or was that Paco
Well,
that she took on with
Because-
the meat steroids
But
or
old-
whatever it was she
Oh, yeah.
she
Oh,
drank?
the first time, yeah.
Future Arby killed Ba-Kawk first with the gun. Because he shows
Yeah.
up again out of nowhere with the gun and says,
Oh, yeah,
I keep
yeah,
the guns
yeah.
hidden with the
With
kids.
the
The
giveaway
kids-
toys.
Yeah,
Kids
kids stuff.
promotional items.
Kids promotional
Yeah.
items, as is tradition.
That's first.
Yeah, because he shoots all the zombies in the crowd, shoots him up, and then he.
Well, he's going for the last bullet
oh,
monologue.
Yeah, and then he turns away.
Yeah, he
And
was
then
so obviously
Denny,
monologuing.
Then Denny gets him.
Yeah.
Denny gets him.
Yeah. Nobody expects Denny's.
It was still early.
Denny was a sleeper.
Nope. What the fuck happened after that?
I don't know. Chronologically,
They tried-
I'm
I think they tried to go outside,
destroyed.
and there was the horde of zombie chickens. They went back inside, and they were like, "Oh, we got to figure out what to do."
Oh, and they
Just
sent
flip the
her
sign
out.
around.
The stops, the closed sign. I love that. It's like,
Oh,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. Just turn the sign around. It's
oh. I love the crowd of zombie
closed.
chicken
Oh, they're
creatures.
closed. We can't go.
Oh.
And that's when Mickey decided to put on the costume and was like, "Oh,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to wait in here. I'm gonna take my chances out there dressed as a chicken."
Is this when Carl Jr. reappears for his last fight scene.
Yeah. This is that. This
in
is
which he
them.
reveals the secret to kill the Cocks.
Oh, yes. Alcohol.
Alan's back.
Yes, I'm back. I'm out of the
He's
dumpster.
out.
I'm out of the dumpster.
Well, Arby clearly understood what
Well,
was being told to him with the alcohol.
Yeah. Just go ahead.
No, that was it. I mean, he's holding down one of the chicken people. Tell me, I know you're a good person in there. What will kill the chicken people? Alcohol.
Whiskey.
Don't be a dick. Just tell me. So he pours the alcohol on him and he dies. Oh, you're dying. Why won't you tell me what kills you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get smarter during the movie.
Yeah. The whole audience is like, it's alcohol, you idiot.
And then that's when they go back and have the fight, right?
Yeah.
They're spraying everybody down with beer.
Yeah.
Well, that's when Mickey turns. At that point, after Carl Jr. dies, is when Mickey turns.
Yeah, because he goes out there and, she's dead and she still likes her more than me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wendy's.
Those must be signs of pleasure.
And then they go and try and find the slow child.
Yes.
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Kind of out of
The very tall blonde lady comes in, bursting into the restaurant as they're deciding to leave and get the heck out of here. No, but my child is still out there. Well, we've got to save the child.
Yeah.
And then one of them makes up like the retarded child's like, retarded child?
If it'll help this speed along, then yeah, sure.
She didn't say that.
Now
I
you
mean,
did- yeah,
they called it. I was like, she didn't say anything about the child being retarded. Why
Mom's
are
like,
you saying
yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, we're here. You go in that creepy kitchen and look for her. Okay.
We'll look out here. Immediately, her head's thrown back to the.
I will say, I hate how
And
much
the
of this
daughter
I
never
actually
leaves
remember.
it behind.
It's gonna haunt your dreams.
I'm
man.
like, no, like this happened next.
This is part of you now. Oh God. Okay.
So now you find the slow child back in the back room with Arby, Wendy, slow child, and re-enter Ba-Kawk.
Well, also before this, we had hummus explode and come back to life without telling us how.
There's no time to explain.
Oh, yeah.
Wait,
And they didn't.
Yeah, there's no time. Thank God.
I
She
love
didn't
that
have to
joke the
explain
most of all,
because
actually.
There wasn't enough time to explain.
There's no time to explain.
Oh,
and
there's
they-
a song.
And
We saw you
the
die.
joke is they're not going to.
No time to explain. Come on. Okay. Fuck it.
There's no explanation about why she exploded from taking the what was
Chicken
this, like
protein.
Chicken
protein
protein.
Oh, yeah.
steroids.
The meat steroids.
Meat
Meat
steroids.
steroids.
Yes.
Yeah, she takes them and she bulks up and then she explodes with her after her eyeballs pop out, and then all of a sudden she's back and it's like, we thought you died. No time to explain.
And we're not gonna.
I
even
love
gonna-
that.
not even gonna
I
bother.
love that quite a bit.
That was a big muscle moose knuckle.
And then this is also where you're supposed to have the big, like, standoff, and almost the last song, I think, because at this point we've also had the. How long is that going to take? About 15 minutes.
About 15 minutes. They broke the fourth wall to tell us that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
About as long as this film has left. Did anybody time it?
No, but I bet it was pretty accurate.
It was
It's
close.
got to be close.
Yeah.
But this is where they're all back there, and you have the general. What'd you just call him? Cock monster.
Ba-Kawk.
Ba-Kawk. A very anticlimactic death because he's going to attack them. You have the shticky, hold on a minute, we have to confess our love to each other. No, really, hold on a minute. No, sir, please,
Yeah.
hold on a
He
minute.
stops and looks at his watch.
And then he attacks and immediately has tummy trouble, turns to run away and just kind of falls apart. And then Paco shows back up because, like me, I'm sure you all forgot that he ate Paco in one bite.
Yep.
Yes.
Sloppy Paco.
And then he uses
Paco got him from the inside.
Well, yeah. Nobody
an
can
inside
survive
job.
Mexican food.
Yeah, he couldn't handle
Couldn't
it.
handle Mexican food.
And then we have the hummus reveal. As
Oh yeah, and yeah, the joke we were all expecting is like, oh yeah, she's wired. She's a walking explosive. So she walks back out into the zombie-filled
Just wanted to go out
retail
with a bang.
counter and takes out the crowd
I think
and
you glazed
the
over,
restaurant.
Or
Yeah.
I think you glazed over that she was a 6 foot tall blonde model
Yeah.
Yeah.
underneath.
Oh,
all.
was she? I didn't notice.
Yeah. I'll take that one. That's
Yeah.
on me.
I noticed that.
I saw it.
Was it a different actress or was it the same actress?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's where
I
they spent
don't
half their
know.
makeup
It
budget.
could have been the same
Yeah.
actress the whole time.
It could have been. Yeah.
Because why pay two people? But I also got
I
the
don't think
feeling
they paid anybody in this movie, honestly.
This is more
A
of
lot
a
of volunteer
volunteer
work.
basis.
Yeah.
possibly.
Hey, you want guys to watch this someday in one dude's really nasty ass office and do a podcast about it? Yeah. All right, come on.
Okay, come on.
But I felt like when the blonde, after the reveal, the blonde actress, it felt like her voice was dubbed, and that could have been on purpose and still been the same
Yeah, I
actress.
can't tell if it was purposely dubbed or it was actually.
But it sounded dubbed, and they
Well,
wanted.
They
she was
dubbed it
dubbed the
even
whole
when they
film.
had the
Whether it was the same
the
actress
job
or
on.
not,
Yeah.
they clearly wanted to tell the story like it wasn't, and like it was a reveal of some actress that we'd never seen before.
Another, we're going to try and pull the rug out from under you on what you think this is,
Mm-hmm.
which is what it did about every 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, so many rugs.
Yeah. You can get caught under that many rugs. And then they blow it up. But that's not the end of the movie.
No.
He tried to go back right
If-
before it
if
exploded.
only.
He forgot
Well,
to
he
clock
even
out.
got to clock out. It's like, at this point, I think you're
Well,
okay.
Arby is known for being pretty stupid at this point.
It's amazing that he made it this far. Then you have the drive off horror movie scene after this with them in the car.
Yeah,
Handing the little 5-year-old a Miller latte.
Yeah, a beer.
That was the least weird thing in the car for me.
Well-
giving the kid the beer. It's like, yeah, that makes sense for the rest of this.
Yeah.
I really hate it when they do that, but it's so classic for this kind of movie to do it
Yeah.
because it opens up. I mean, in every other horror movie with a plot like that, it's like, oh well, the next movie's coming, and this is where the source starts. You know, this is the one that got away, and it's going to start the next movie.
That was I love the joke of he did that, and then he's like, never mind. And then he just blows them all up. Look, it's the Jason coming out of the water. Nope, never mind. They shot Jason in the head with a rifle. Okay, I
Well,
guess we're
I
done.
just want to say, the chickens were trying to kill them all along, right? And they ended up dying in a Thunderbird.
Yeah.
I think that says everything you need to know.
That's it.
If you decide to watch this movie and you have not, make sure that you're not watching it with
Director's cut.
director's cut. There you go.
Why?
Or watching with
What's the
Sanity.
director's? Oh my God, what's in the director's cut?
It's just choppy.
What isn't?
Oh.
in the
Oh,
director's cut?
the director's cut's choppy?
You don't want it any choppier than that. Believe me.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
We did that on one of the other.
Not for the
Terror
first time.
Firmer.
Yeah. Other than
And
that,
I'd
this is
forgotten.
still a fun movie. I still like it.
Oh yeah.
It's,
Yeah, I'd watch it.
I like
again.
how bizarre it is and how it just doesn't.
All right, restart.
No, see, I'll give you my closing thoughts. I laughed a lot. I enjoyed it more than I thought I originally would. I don't ever want to watch it again. All of those things can be true.
That's true. Yeah.
It's one of the nicest things you've said about some of our films.
I'm just going to give a shout out to Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, because I'm expecting Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, to jump in every now and then in this movie to make it better.
Yeah.
She never did.
She wasn't in the budget.
No, don't kid.
I love you, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
I think if you say it 3 times,
Elvira, and not the goddamn Oak Ridge Boys, Elvira. I mean,
boom. Look.
oh,
Ja-
you wear an Elvira shirt and everybody goes Oak Ridge Boys. It's like,
No.
I've got questions. James, what'd you think?
Great movie. I would watch it again. I probably need to watch it again at some point just because
You don't need to, but
I
would.
I'd like to put my glasses on and read those labels at least once. That would be fun. But I think there was a lot of detail that I missed on a
Yeah.
first watch.
I've got the DVD. I can bring it with us this weekend.
well, I think if you watch a lot of the trauma movies,
Bailey
which-
would love it.
I would not recommend. But they had like Tromeo and Juliet, which
Yeah.
is one of their movies.
Yep.
The Toxic Avenger shirt.
Citizen
Firmer.
Toxie, Terra Firma.
Yeah, I mean a lot of stuff in there. Even then, did they in the 90s? Didn't they
Nukem
have
High.
like Toxic Avenger like
Yeah.
action figures at Walmart?
Oh
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
they did 5.
That's why I
Toxic
kept
Avenger
recognizing the
movies, I think.
T-shirt. I'm like,
Yeah.
I know this.
5 Toxic Avenger and 3
Yeah.
or 4 Nukem Highs.
3 Nukem Highs.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And then it came out with this.
I know, right on par.
Just for fun.
It's a musical. Remember that, because I forgot.
Again, it is the most well done version of whatever that was I've ever seen.
I think that's a great quote to end on. Ryan, anything else you want to add?
No, go check it out. It's great. You know me, I'm a big Lloyd Kaufman fan.
It's fun, but it's so weird. Just be ready to get over that hump of weirdness, and once you're in it, you're okay, because you don't know what you're going to expect, but you know the vibe, and it's anything goes completely.
It's my kind of party.
Ugh, Carl Jr. All right, thanks for listening, Charlie.
A real